aftermath of the virus has definitely brought on a lot of changes. Today, I'm going to outline 4 things that I hope stay around for when we are back to pre-virus times, and one thing that I am actually ready to get rid of when we get past these times. Just to give a little spoiler on what's at the end of the video, that one item that I'm hoping that we get rid of is this new reliance I feel we have on disposable items. So if that's what you're ready to listen to me talk about today, please stay tuned. My name's KT, and this is Simple Living with KT, the place where we talk about the issues facing our lives in a simple and mindful way. If you're watching on YouTube, please be sure to like this video and subscribe so that you can be notified when I post next. I make videos every week on personal finance and living a simple and mindful life. Now let's get into the list. Number 1 is the ability to do curbside shopping. For something like, I believe many grocery stores, they use a company or app called Shipped that they use as a third party to bring the groceries out to your car, or if you're looking for the extra added convenience, they'll deliver it all the way to your home. What you're also getting from this is not being subject to impulse purchases, and you'll never have to walk up and down 10 to 20 aisles being bombarded with advertisements from a ton of companies. And number 2 is companies making it easier in general to make purchases online. Maybe it's purchasing through a website. I have seen companies integrate on Google. You can actually place, let's say, the restaurant order right from Google Maps. It's very convenient. On the other hand, there are some who are apprehensive to really giving customers that convenience. I was going to try out a new ice cream place, and I was shocked because I called ahead and they told me under no circumstances do they do order aheads. So I was shocked when I walked into the store and it was completely empty. Not a soul in sight. Maybe they don't want to place the order over the phone, and then you come into the store and you realize you don't like the flavor and you get a refund. However, they're not even offering samples in the store. Some companies are just not ready or willing to give that added convenience, even when they're completely empty and there's not a soul in sight. And that is why I want this to be something that becomes more widespread or easily accessible, even just for the companies to be able to implement. And number 3 is possibly the elimination of handshakes. It's weird because I love a good hug, but I've never been a fan of handshakes because generally they are unpredictable. The idea of when you're meeting someone new and you extend your hand and you say, "Nice to meet you," where half of our correspondence isn't even happening face to face in the first place when we are first being introduced to people. And so now it's by the time we're meeting someone face to face, that's not our first interaction. The handshake is fine to go. I wonder what other people think about that, but let's move on to the next item on this list. And that brings us to number 4 on this list, and that is companies offering work from home. I'm one of those people that truly believes that work from home is going to be here for quite a long time. Now, that doesn't mean that no matter what, everyone needs to work from home, but the idea that companies can completely ignore the desire for employees to work from home, I believe that is a thing of the past. Polls have been done, and it's been said that nearly 40% of employees are ready to quit their jobs if they're not able to continue working from home. Now, let's be clear, no one is telling these people to quit. but there are certainly the higher ups and upper management and the CEOs and directors of companies who would rather those employees back in the office. Of course, if something is being habitually missed in translation and you can account that to the meetings being remote, absolutely call people back, do whatever you need to do to get the work done efficiently. But there are companies spouting higher profits than ever, and they're still trying to call everyone back to the office, stating that it's best for the company. I don't fully believe it. I think it may have to do more with they own some buildings and it does not make sense for these buildings to be empty because everyone is choosing to work from home. That would definitely be seen as a poor investment and just general waste of money by that company. But that's not for me to be concerned with. And with that, I still believe that work from home is going to be here to stay in some shape or form. Okay, I can't think of anything else that I'd like to add to the list right now. I would like to hear from you in the comments. Are there any changes that you've noticed? While I can see the good of the changes that I've talked about previously, there is one little eensy thing that I do hope that we kind of get rid of. And that one little thing is a fear of reusable products that I've seen here and there. And each time I see it, it sticks out to me a lot. I see that major companies are queuing into these reactions of their consumer base and the times that we're living in right now. And they are catering more and more household products to be disposable. And their branding is saying that it's for cleanliness and hygiene. I want a clean home. I want to be able to have people feel comfortable in my home. And I also don't want to waste money on paper towels that are just going to end up in a landfill. Something I did not mention was the ease of access of using disposable items. If you're having people over or if you're going to a park, absolutely, it is very easy and convenient to just use a disposable item and just be able to throw everything away and have a, relatively clean area when you're all done. If companies stuck to that message, I probably would not have this particular rant. Also, I think it bothers me so much is because these companies are trying to profit on the idea of cleanliness when their items are going to end up in a landfill on this earth for generations to come. I could go on about this for a while, but I'll just stick a little pin in it. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're watching on YouTube, please be sure to like this video and also subscribe. I post videos every week on personal finance and living a simple and mindful life. Also visit www.ktsterlin.com or go to the link in the description for the link to Abundance in a Budget. This is my course that helps get your budgeting behaviors in line with your mindset to get your financial, budgeting world in order. And it also includes a free one-on-one session with me online. I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, remember to make the decisions that support the life you want. Bye for now.